Hello guys, did it Guardian the Gamer, and first thing, I want to apologise to be so late on it. I'm normally a day or two behind, or even on the day I bring you top-notch news, but otherly my PS4, and with all working at home and all that, it been kind of awkward, because normally I would get my work in sitting at it, but normally I've been going over at it, I've been spending less at it, spending way more at it, doing other thing I wouldn't normally do on a working evening, or sort of the normal day evening, Monday to Friday. So I just want to point that. But Apple last Monday had their WWDC 2020 digital edition. Let's call it digital. And I got to say, the digital aspect of that was kind of good. I didn't expect it would be like that. I thought it would be like just Apple and Tim, just maybe Steve Bunner and Tim Cook sat down talking about the new changes and all that. But from a video editor standpoint, just from an aspect standpoint, I know nobody care about look, just from an aspect standpoint, that looked pretty good at DC. So, yeah, I will. But let's start with, so the Apple WWDC is one of the only major tech, and one of the only major tech event will actually stay on at the E3, probably the two Pat got cancer, and all the Eurogamer and the Barcelona one account, is it called Motorworld or something? But yeah, let's talk about the small edition. WatchOS. WatchOS is the software to run Apple hardware, smartwatches like the Apple Watch, and yeah. So what did they improve? So as we all knew, they're gonna be adding handward detection. But ain't surprising anybody adding handward detection, so it's gonna use the mic and the gyro sensor in your watch to detect water, the sound of running water and the sound of soap going in between your finger. And that had it gonna detect whether the motion of rubbing, that is the motion it gonna detect. That is the motion it gonna detect. Yeah, I'm not surprised about it. Oh yeah, it gonna, you don't want your hand for 18 seconds, it's gonna give you a polite warning, there's probably gonna be an option where it said, please continue to watch your hand, or you could get Apple, or you could buy the brand new AirPod Pro, or the brand new Apple Watch Series 6 for £250, and you just press down on the home screen. You just press down on the home screen. So yeah, it's true. I will, when you go, you can play music or play Happy Birthday, because of the Happy Birthday. But to be honest, it should have been here free. It should have been here at the start of the pandemic, not cutting 3 months when country and town and city and areas start to break down their lockdown. So yeah. So then moving on to another change, dance, a new workout coming, dance. I don't really do dance, I do biking and tennis, with it already supported on the Apple Watch, but yeah, to be honest, I think a watch is dedicated, I think a smartwatch should be the best at fitness tracking and tracking your head data, and with Google got 90, even Fitbit had got 20 and Samsung had got 35, and still the best premium smartwatch at speed and the best watch at speed had only got, I think, 15 or 16. So yeah, they would be nice, but again, it should have been there from the start. Also, a finally sleep chime. I love sleep chime. I do it on my watch. Even with this, I wake up and I put it on the chime in the morning. Even with it good to know it's good to know, I may not be performing the best because I had because I didn't go to bed. Or I may not be feeling well because I didn't get into bed. And it's important to know that my health is not just about my physical appearance, like going biking or going tennis or doing some backhander and some forehand or doing some bridge on it, about how I'm getting the right sleep for the kind of work that I'm gonna get into today. So yeah, that also good. The way you present that data with sleep, I think, and I think that's why Fitbit got so good with sleep scoring. It all about the way you present that data and all that. So yeah, I think the way you present that data, and Fitbit kind of got good at that. So yeah, it's the way you present your data. Also, about sleep tracking, does that mean we're gonna get a bigger battery in the Apple Watch? Could it go 18 hours with the AD on or off? So are we gonna get a 4-day battery or a 2-day battery? Because I never do sleep tracking with it on. Because the battery is just not there to support it. But I'm gonna get into the habit to charging in the morning. So yeah. Also, another thing is we can change the complication and sort of customize the pre-watt fader. I love support watt faces on my smartwatch. So we're gonna be changing like the Nike watt fade, and you could put maybe a Nike watt fade ring with some activity go with some fitness. But that's still not customizable watt faces pre-Apple. Can we get customizable watt faces? Because that would be the dream for me. Also, we're gonna get some watt faces, watt face sharing like you can do on the Galaxy Watch. So I could do it on this. I can share my watch. It go with it night better than the competition can do, and with it really good. But I really want to know if that sleep chime I really want to know. It's not about how the big thing is sleep chime from, and I really want to know how they gonna show sleep chime data to user, whether that to the David Lloyd trainer, or just the normal standard person what take it up or what to bet. How does it show and interpret that data to you? Pre-Apple, can we get customizable third-party watt faces like the Galaxy store, some what we see on the Fitbit store? So yeah, pre-Apple or the theme store. So yeah. But speaking of customization, let's talk about iOS 14. My favorite one. So all the two big thing that they had is widget and app library. So widget, they're not like Android widget where you can further pay with just widget. Because of Apple, all your apps still go to the top. So that means you can add it right, left, middle, or down middle. So yeah. and they're not directly copying Android because Apple got the new widget thing called Smart Stack. Smart Stack is a feature. It's a feature, say you get up in the morning, it might tell you your commute, your calendar, your weather. Say midday, it might tell you where to go for lunch. It might tell you the best prices and the best coupon deal and all that. And then when you just before you leave in the house, it might show you direction of that per. It might tell you to put the harder when you go to the gym at the work or to play tennis or do swimming. It might get your gym pad out. So things like that, I kind of like that widget. It kind of good, but again, because of Apple Play, then we're gonna have to see on that because I would love to make a full page of widget. And so they're not directly for Android, even though you might think they're for Android. And developers are gonna make you can't pull the widget in the widget you had in the today section or the today feed and pull them onto your home screen. They could be new. And widget come in small, 1x1, medium or large, and you can show more data on large and finish. So yeah. And if you had two widgets together, it becomes a smart. So widget copying Android, we had that from day one, but showing a bit of Apple stuff there. So yeah. Another thing we have from day one from Android is the app drawer or the app gallery at Apple call it. This is sort of weird because you can't customize them or any of them. They're in different like category what Apple designs. So and you get free bid icon where you can just press the icon and it take you straight into the app. Or you can press the multi icon and it take you into the whole of that drawer. So yeah, and they're grouped by what Apple decide. So you can't just have health and fitness, Apple Watch, car, and thing. They're just what Apple decide. And if you scroll down from the top, it becomes an alphabetical list from top to bottom. So yeah. Also, also the new app library allow you to delete home pages, what you don't want to see. So on Android, so say you only want to see the more important app like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, Messenger, and YouTube to what you favorite Garden in the gamer video. You can have only that page and delete any other page. So yeah, but they're not customizable. Please, can we get them customizable, Apple? Really good if we do get them custom. Also going for another thing, you know what? We are afraid to do this because we're copying the Android peasant. And iPhone people like to think they're not peasant, like Android peasant. Is City. City getting a home icon down in the middle, and they did it also for iPad OS, so it's more like Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa. It doesn't take the whole screen up. But you can't, and City know 10 times more fat, or I think it's 1,000 times more fat. Something crazy like that. But you can't do City you can't do application when you're answering City. A bit of the bunner, but never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Copying Android again. Also, another thing of copying Android, when somebody calls you, it doesn't take the whole screen with. Again, I don't mind that feature because it stimulates Android from iOS, but again, should have had them copying the poor person Android. So yes, so yet again, also another major thing they announced is accurate. So you know app that you don't want to download, but you know like app that you don't want to download but you need it. Like McDonald's to get the new McDonald's coupon, or a car app, or a Carplay app to pay easy. You can just store them in accurate. And when you want to download the full app, you can download the full app from the developer. So that's really good. So let me on to car and transportation. So the major thing is Apple Map is getting an update. Apple Map is getting EV charging route. So if you got a Tesla or a Paul taken, or you're a little bit tech and rich, and you got an electric car or a hybrid car, they show you now the EV charging route. I don't think Google Maps, I think Waze did it, but I haven't been able to test that on Waze, so yeah, who uses Apple Map, but yeah, EV charging, and it tells you the price and the best route to go EV charging, so you save money and you save electric and you save the planet by saving fossil fuel. Also, congestion routes, area with congestion. I don't know how they work. I don't know if they just area with congestion charged or low congestion like padded or banded. They show, but yeah. And cycling. This is another reason why you shouldn't use Apple Map and why you shouldn't be an iOS user, because Android, we had this for years. Sightening. So yeah. Sightening. It gotta give you stair route. Nobody want to go at stair, but gotta show you the route with stair, the route with not. It don't want to show you that, but yeah, I don't know. Moving on from Apple Map, because you should be using Waze, you're traveling, or Google Map, you're using Gender Map for bike or anything, non-car or vehicle related. Let me on to Apple Carplay. Apple Carplay getting wallpaper, but I'm never gonna use because they're distracting, but they're cool to feel more like your iPhone. They're not customizable. Wallpaper. The one more Apple do, and they call the date and the light mode and the dark mode, but I'm just gonna leave it in dark mode and light mode. I find that better when I'm driving, it less distracting. Also, the electric charging apps, EV charging, so to get the best charging route and the best charging point with the best pricing. So yeah, and also one for food. So say you decide you want to go for McDonald's because you haven't had a McDonald's for 3 months, and I do tell you, the world feel a lot better and feel a lot normal when you had a McDonald's. I do tell you that, but they're only a limited menu. Damn, I couldn't get my chicken legend. So yeah, but if you want, you can stop for fast food, and I don't know it, but I don't know it. But apparently it looked like in the new beta we're gonna get icon, but they're not coming to the iPhone, so I don't know why there will be CarPlay. They were like electric with a blue thing, so maybe icon according to the blue wallpaper, the blue weather wallpaper, I don't know. And now, one last thing that I had to search it up to get it, before I move on to the next thing. Before you can use City, although the new City updated in Carplay and all that. You can use City to send voice messages, but now it would show how to answer a voice message to the other person, and although you can share your ETA. Another thing to do with car and transport and all that is Apple reinventing the car key. So like they did last year, reinventing the credit card with Apple Car, they're reinventing the car key. Digital car key. We had it on Android for a long time, and manufacturers like BMW, Mercedes and Audi had always had it. But they couldn't, but it was only an Android feature, I remember, but yeah, but maybe it might work for Apple product and Apple iPhone and iOS, so yeah. And basically it's just a digital car key, and you can share them you can share them through iMessage or Messenger. And they just work like your phone, so you tap your phone to get in with NFC, and then you put your phone in the center console, and you can automatically start I don't know when because it's in the Apple Wallet, I don't know whether it comes into all iPhone, because not all iPhone getting it up, they had NFC, they only had NFC for Apple Pay activity. Not just NFC for just NFC. So yeah, I don't know what Apple plan are on that, to be really on it, but that could reinventing the car key. And it's starting with the 2021 BMW 5 Series, where I think it's coming out in June, July, sometime this month or sometime that month. So yeah, it's coming out with that. And now we got iPad OS, and we're getting Scribble for iPad. We're getting a new photo app. We're also getting the new City and the new caller ID information. Also, you can convert text to handwriting and handwriting to text with the Apple Pencil. And that all what they really said on iPad OS. Pretty bit more. But we are getting a new update on macOS. macOS is redesigned with new privacy feature, new URL, and you can see what a website is tracking and all that. But I really don't care. I'm a Windows user, but I might switch to macOS. But yeah, and they redesigned with macOS 11. Also their new chip, with basically they're moving from Intel, CPUs or APU, depending on your laptop or not a laptop, to actually Apple or Intel. I'm gonna make a video, but we could technically see Apple computer being the most powerful computer ever. So yeah, guys, the feature. We also see an AirPod update for new surround sound, not really good. And HomePod are getting an update for third-party app. Also, you can now change your default and messages on other Apple products. So yeah, email and web browser. We might get there with Mac, but I don't support and voice it. So what are my favorite updates? WatchOS are getting what faces show. It also getting sleep tracking, 2-bit and the coronavirus hand modern detection. iOS are getting the new car feature, or then car feature on iPad OS. I really like widget and the app gallery and all. I was totally impressed. Maybe they did the new Apple. But yeah, bye guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. And the Guardian the Gamer signing out, and they did anything you need to know about Apple WWDC WWDC worldwide premiere. Bye. Worldwide.